Dogecoin is forking and it will now become GPU mineable. What? What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Rabid here. I'm not sure if you guys heard about this one yet. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but Doge Wow or Doge W. So check this out. Doge W is a fork of Dogecoin that will always maintain proof of work, POW. Wait a minute. Don't we already have Dogecoin, and isn't it already proof of work? Yes, it is. It's on the script algorithm, but you may have heard all the rumors already of Dogecoin potentially moving to POS. So I recently dropped a two-part video series on this. One, running into the accusation saying, what's going on? Vitalik, bunch of others wanted to move Dogecoin to POS, but then there hasn't been an update for over a year. Then all of a sudden we got some responses due to that, and some of the devs and foundation came out and said, yo, we're looking into it. We need a community vote, and all sorts of things got to happen. So it doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. VOSCoin recently released another video as well the other day, and it kind of comes down to the same conclusion. Be sure to check it out if you haven't seen it yet. A lot of great information that covers everything there. So there's a lot of stuff that I still don't really understand with Dogecoin and proof of stake. So it sounds like they're building the whole proof of stake chain and consensus and then taking it to the vote. Myself, I think as a dev, I would take it to the vote and then decide, okay, that's what we're going to do if it passes, and then build POS. So the people that want to do POS are actually building it by the sounds of things. Then once it's complete and ready to go, they're then going to take it to the voting process. And I feel this is a bad thing because obviously the miners and stuff are going to vote no on this. They don't want that. Dogecoin is the bread and butter, the second largest cryptocurrency that's paying out miners the most out of all the crypto coins. So that's insane if it moved to POS. So miners are going to vote no on this thing, obviously. And then what's going to happen at that point? They're still building this chain. So I feel we may see some type of split chain happen here, potential fork. Got one side will go to proof of stake, the other side will go proof of work. We have no idea, but now we do have Doge Wow, which is forking to maintain the proof of work. Now, this is not a legit Dogecoin. You got to keep this in mind, and this article actually could confuse you quite easily. All right, so here we are on Apollo's main website, and they got an Apollo Doge W mining tutorial. It released on March 2nd, 2023, so just 3 days ago at the time of recording this video. And it sounds like it's going to be here within a month or possibly less for testnet and all this stuff. So let's have a look at what's going on. So we got Doge Wow. Doge W is a fork coin of Dogecoin that will always maintain proof of work. I'm already scratching my head on the first sentence here. I don't even know if I want to read any more about this. Anyway, maintaining the workload proof consensus mechanism that will help improve the overall security, stability, and decentralization of the Dogecoin network. So remember, guys, this is a fork, but they're talking about maintaining the Dogecoin network. They're already wrong in this case, unless I'm 100% wrong, but they're forking the coin. They're not maintaining the original Dogecoin. So this is not Dogecoin. It's a fork of Dogecoin. So I don't really understand this whole part right here. 4 main reasons of Doge W. Let's get into this. Number 1, keeping proof of work forever. To maintain the proof of work consensus mechanism, which has been a key part of the Dogecoin network. We already got that. We're going to keep it most likely, but again, who knows what's going on with the whole proof of stake thing. Number 2, separating from Litecoin to remove the binding of mining with Litecoin and to provide more flexibility in the future. So they want to quit being merge mined with Litecoin, which doesn't really make sense in my mind because that's bringing in a whole bunch. Yes, you're getting majority 60% or so of the profits from Dogecoin, but that still leaves, your 40% coming from Litecoin. You're securing 2 networks at the same time, which makes script miners that much more profitable. Now they just want to eliminate the other one and put it on its own thing. Or if this is Justin Sun's coin, which we heard about with ETF, that's what they kind of want to merge mine with that because he's just trying to bring more people to his own thing. So I don't know. I just feel this is a bad idea. Number 3, and this is kind of funny. So they're upgrading the mining algorithm. Now this is an upgrade depending who you ask. To upgrade to the Ethereum algorithm, and it's not technically, I guess, it is the Ethereum algorithm. If we do a quick Google search here, the most well-known coin to implement Ethash is Ethereum, for which this algorithm was initially created. So You know, in theory, I guess we can call it the Ethereum algorithm. Ethereum is no more. We got ETC now, which uses its own ETC hash. But again, we're referring to the ETH hash algorithm in this case, not the Ethereum algorithm. So, which is capable with the Ethereum virtual machine and will allow more Ethereum graphics card miners to participate in the network. So again, this comes down to, is it really a mining algorithm upgrade or is it a downgrade? You know, depending who you ask, this is a different situation. Number 4, addressing contradictions. To address the escalating contradiction between a large number of retail investors and a small number of large investors, and to provide a more fair and equitable environment for all participants. I think this kind of goes back to number 3 in allowing GPU miners over the big ASIC guys. When it comes down to the holders and retail investors, it's always whoever wins. Whoever has the deepest pockets wins. You're never going to be able to change that. So I don't think number 4 really plays a part in any part of this at all, personally. All right, so there's 3 stages of Doge W technical solutions. So it's kind of like the steps and timeline on when we can expect this all to happen. Number 1, the first stage is the joint mining test stage. So a test net. Dogecoin is merged into the Ethereum POW, proof of work system, and added to the EVM, expected 1 month. Second stage here, number 2, is the ledger synchronization stage, which synchronizes the Dogecoin ledger from the Bitcoin system to the Ethereum system and conducts airdrops, expected half a month. So I don't know, this might be something like if you're holding Dogecoin, because they're forking Dogecoin, you may get airdropped for yours when you create a wallet on this Doge W or whatever the heck's going on there. Number 3, the third stage is the final testing stage. So final testnet just before it goes mainnet, preparing for the official online launch, estimated about a half a month. So here we see about 1 month for this stage, about a half a month here and then a half a month. So we're about 2 months away according to this. You know, rough timeline, could be faster, could be a lot longer with some type of delays. All right, so Doge W's future token distribution and airdrop plans. Now, as I go through this, I don't really know how this whole blockchain stuff works. So if you want to fill in some dots that I miss, be sure to let us all know down in the comment section. But number 1 is Doge. From the first 100 addresses on the Dogecoin blockchain will be reallocated on the fork chain. And if the exchange does not want to airdrop to users, then Doge W forked by the exchange will also be reallocated by the DAO. Number 2 is partially reallocated Doge W will be airdropped to addresses participating in the test network, which include miner and on-chain transfer transaction addresses, etc. So if you're mining on the test net and stuff, you're going to get airdropped some coins once this finally goes to mainnet. Number 3, partially reallocate Doge W will be airdropped to ETHF, so ETHF. So this is kind of what's going on. This might be that whole coin that a lot of us were hearing about. Justin Sun is at the forefront of this. He forked ETF, I guess. Originally, he was part of FW. And then I don't know what happened there, but just before forking date, like within hours, he got, I don't know, kicked off there or something, or just quit. I have no idea. And then made the ETF fork. And now it sounds like he wanted to, for a little while now, make a new Dogecoin fork, which sounds like this is what it is. And it's going to be merge mined alongside ETF. So I just think he's trying to use some type of gimmick to get more people towards ETF, because honestly, it's kind of failing. It's not making very much, and it's a very small network. It's a failing network, my personal opinion. You may have a different option, especially if you're a big holder in it. Anyway, to the ETHF's address, active addresses here. Active addresses are miners' addresses on the ETF chain and addresses where transfer transactions have taken place. So people that use ETF. So he's trying to get more people onto ETF, and I guess this is a great marketing gimmick to do it. And remember, guys, this is not the real Dogecoin. He's forking Dogecoin, even though it's trying to say how much close this is to Doge and it is Doge. It's not Dogecoin, guys. It's a fork. Number 4 is, it is important to note that the above reassigned addresses do not include the address of the exchange. Okay, fair enough. Doge W development status. So on February 13th, 2023, Doge WOW announced on Twitter that it has entered into a partnership with Swift here, SWFT blockchain, and we'll be able to easily use cross-chain and payment services in different blockchains in the future. So no real life purchases, but you can use it on different blockchains. I don't really care about that personally. Operation steps. All of Apollo's S-series miners can support mining Doge W. Here are the steps. So remember, this is the key kicker here. S-series. This is not your ETC Mini, not your ETC Mini Classic Plus with the 3.6 gigabytes of memory. You need the S-series, which is your V1, your V1 SEs, and your V1 SE Plus, the 6 gigabyte model versions that does have the little switcher to go between ETH and ETC hash. You can swap between them. So the smaller versions will not do this. Only their Ethereum series will have the capability of supporting Doge W. And this actually doesn't sound like it's going to be merge mined by the sounds of this. It's straight up by itself. So just another coin on the ETH hash algorithm. So I'm curious if the Jazz miners, depending on the DAG size, are going to be able to swap to this as well. I guess we just got to wait and see how this plays out. Choose a wallet that supports your security needs. Now, because it's a fork and it's going to be an ETH hash and everything, I assume most of the wallets are going to work for this. And then step 2, configure your miner. So this is just the steps to mine it. You know, I brought this up. This is their pool. All right, look at that. The stats API are temporarily down, so it's already broken. But guess what? We're just testing that. It's expected. So this is how to mine it, and that's about it. So I don't know. You guys want to know how to mine this, all this stuff? You know, obviously, when we get closer to that and when it's capable and everything, I will do a how-to if that's something you guys want. But this is very interesting. Doge wow. And personally, I don't think we need anything like this, but what do you guys think? All right, guys, so that does pretty much wrap this up. Doge wow is coming, and it's almost here. And don't get confused. This is not DOGECOIN by any way, shape, or form. It's simply a fork. It's a fork of DOGECOIN, and I don't really know what their full plans are. So you know what? Honestly, if it takes off and does great, that's awesome. Something that may potentially be profitable on GPUs and these ASICs and so on. But, you know, I don't have too high of hopes for this thing. But let me know. What do you guys think is going to happen with this? Is it going to take off? Is it not? Is it just going to be a waste of time and it's just current news that won't even last an hour? Let me know down in the comments. I will see you on the next one. Rabid out.